everyone, and a big happy holidays and greetings to you from all over the world. This is USA Global TV and Radio, and our show today is the Mallorca Connection. Our topic is what we need to know about the Push Child Foundation of Uganda. And I'm super excited to be able to welcome the star of our show, Mr. Roland.friedl. He is always somewhere different when I speak with him. That's because he's in his beautiful motorhome traveling through Europe. Let's welcome him and find out what he's been up to, and then we'll bring out our guests. Welcome, Roland.
Hello, Dr. JACALYN. Great to see you again.
Thank you. Great to see you again. And for folks who are just joining us for the first time, Roland is obviously a TV and radio show host. He's also one of our expert presenters on Talking Heads, and he is the host and moderator of two of his own shows here, which are the Earth Show, which is phenomenal, and then the Show for Men, which is also such a great educational experience. The show is called Wild at Heart. So, Roland, you have accomplished so much here. You're also an elevated listener, and yet you're still able to work a wireless lifestyle, but yet you're here with us. How does that work?
Well, the point is, if you have a clear why, the what and the how is not an issue anymore. Well, sometimes it is a little bit challenging. Well, I'm traveling in my motorhome, as you mentioned. I live full-time. I work and live full-time in my motorhome since a couple of months. So I left my home base, which has been Mallorca for the last 14 years. And as I always was traveling around the world, and I always had the desire to move into my motorhome and live full time there and really be fully independently. And when I love a place, I can stay longer. If you don't like a place, I continue traveling, meet new people in Europe. And so that's, it's at the end, it's always the summary of your decisions you make. So I made a decision actually in last year in December, and I said, okay, I give up the house in Mallorca after 14 years, and I move into my motorhome full time. I try it out because I strongly believe we only regret what we didn't try. And sometimes we miss mistakes, and sometimes we go, I wouldn't call mistakes, we just get feedback to do it differently. But I always love to, just to broaden my comfort zone, to get new experiences. And to be honest, it's not that I'm fearless. Of course, I have my self-doubts and some anxieties. Of course, some decisions take a longer time, but at the end, I make a decision, and I'm happy for that. And so I'm joining you here from the Algarve. I'm actually standing on a beautiful, just an amazing place, totally illegal. But the police already was here in the morning, and I could arrange it with them, so I can stay until tomorrow anyway. So I'm staying here in the Algarve on this amazing beach in south of Portugal here. And yeah, I have my studio in my motorhome, and the only thing is I have to find a network, and then let's go for rock and roll. And that's me, just on the road. And besides USA Global TV, of course, I take care about my main business, which is coaching, consulting, training, sparing international big companies that we do since many years to make team together, almost more than 2.5 decades, 27, 28 years now. And I also do it from the road now because we have this pandemic. The last 3 years, everything changed to online. So it's just a perfect fit for me. That's shortly about myself.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And again, I always appreciate you and your professionalism and how you show up and you make it happen. You have to search for where the Wi-Fi is. You're checking in advance, and it means a lot to me because you're such a great team member. So thank you again.
Thank you. But as I said, when the why is strong enough, I remember one story. I had a mentor, a very successful businessman, a very cool-looking guy. He's in N70s now, living in Switzerland. He was a professional soccer player and then had his own businesses, and we did business together. And many years ago, he invited me to do a motivational speech for his team. So I flew to Switzerland, and the day before, of course, to be on time, and nothing was prepared. All the room was not set up. So we have been, really business suite. We have been working and bringing the chairs from the basement, from the seminar there. Really, everything is dirty, sweating like crazy. My suit was a mess afterwards, so I had to make it clean. And I said, hey, Gunti, where the hell are your team members? And I said, I have no idea. But you know what, Roland? That's the reason why we too are successful. We show up. That was a learning. Yeah, it's just showing up. And it's not, for me, meaning, sorry for the explanation, but to be successful meaning paying the price, and paying the price mean you show up because it's time to show up, and not it's just convenient or nothing is on TV or your friends are available. You just show up. That's about.
Well, you do show up, and I recognize it, and I thank you. And I just want to say also that our guests today, they actually show up as fabulous followers. So many of our programs, I see that they're watching and commenting, and it means so much. So I'd love to bring them out. Would you be able to introduce our wonderful guests?
Yeah, actually, I met ENOCK. He contacted me a while ago, and he told me his story, his background. He's very young and went through all this challenging times. Let's call it like this. But nevertheless, he's very positive, and he started this foundation to help other kids who are in the same situation like he was years ago. And yeah, he became a huge fan of myself and USA Global TV, and that's why I follow this. And he asked me, Roland, can you support me? And I said, okay, I bring you on the show, and it's hey, gentlemen, in 4 days, it's Christmas. So if you want to do something good, watch the show until the end. Listen to ENOCK and Nicholas, what they're doing with the Push Child Foundation in Uganda, giving kids hope. And maybe you want to do something good before Christmas. That's the chance. So let's bring them on. ENOCK and his partner, Nicholas, from, I guess, Kampala, Uganda. Hi, guys.
Hi, welcome.
Hey.
So nice to have you here. And I just want to say on air, thank you so much for following our programs and for commenting and for reaching out, because you have made an impact on me and on Roland. So I thank you for that.
Welcome. We thank you too for the opportunity. We like you. We love the idea, and it is catching up in Uganda. Everyone goes to social media. They like what they see.
Actually, it is the #1 global USA TV in the world.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. So Roland alluded to the fact that you had some challenges that you were facing in your life, and then you put them aside so that you could help other people. Tell us a little bit about your background.
My name is NUWAGIRO ENOCK, founder of Push a Child Foundation in Uganda. I started up an organization called Push a Child Foundation in Uganda last year, actually, because I had my vision to make sure that at least I help the kids in Uganda, those who are living in the street, those who don't go back to, those who want to go back to school, because in Uganda there is a lot of difficulties and a lot of needed to help those kids. Actually, me personally, both my parents died. My mom died of HIV/AIDS, and I am one of the survivors in Uganda who God helped me to survive that disease. It's a very delicate disease and dangerous disease. So I decided to help the kids, because me too, I was helped. I was an orphan. My mom died in 2005. I've never seen my dad. So I grown up in a very bad family. I used to sleep on the street. I used to eat in dust. It was a bad life for me. So when I was growing up, there are some projects which touched me to which way I am right now. So I decided to start up an organization called Push a Child Foundation in Uganda to help the kids through sports, because I used to play football and I was picked in some certain organization when I'm playing football, because I was a very good player. So I was picked there. They educated me. They did everything for me. So when I grew up, I said, no, me too, I must go back to the ground, to the community, to help the kids. In Uganda, we have a lot of kids who are in need. Most of them, I have almost all 170 kids, but I just only limit the number. They are more than. And most of them, they don't go to school. They don't have what to eat. Sometimes they cry, okay, we need this, yet me, I don't have. So one time, I was searching in Facebook, I found USA Global TV. I said, no, this is my answer. God has answered my prayers. So I tried to contact Ronald. So he helped me, connected me where I'm right now on USA Global TV, #1 television in the whole world. So I'm so happy. So anybody watching the TV right now, I'm so happy. And don't switch to another TV right now. Stay on USA Global TV. I'm bringing more for Push Child Foundation Uganda. I'm with my friend Nicholas. We do the same job. Hey, it's me. You can say something.
Okay.
I go by the names Nicholas Bisaso. I met Enoch actually. We just met. There is the way we just met and we connected. We had the same ideas. So by the time I met him, he had already captured a team of very many kids, very young boys and very stubborn, so playful. So I was inspired by the idea he had, and I wanted to be part of it. So when I saw the hustle and the tricks and all the methods they use to earn a living, I was inspired and I joined. I wanted to be part of the team. So initially, when you had just started, there was totally no structure. You had no way of knowing what we shall do tomorrow. There was no way of knowing what will happen if someone has grown. But right now, when we have gained enough experience, though not a lot of experience, but that little experience, we have sort of a structure, and the kids who are coming in, they know what to do, and they know how to behave, and they know the goal of the entire organization, the Push Child Foundation.
Yeah.
So
and most of the stubborn kids are from the street. Oh, okay, I have almost 5 kids from the street because I cannot gather like 20 of them, 30 of them, because they are so stubborn. For them, they don't have parents. They don't have even where to stay. Like I have my friend, where we all gather from. He tries to keep them from there. When I go there, I train them soccer, I train them football, dancing. Actually, for us, we gather our support. Where we get our funds from? Get our funds from dancing. We go to football tournaments. If it's our day to win, we win. We get some little money. We buy some posho, some rice. We buy some eats for them. But actually, for me, my desire is for them to go back to school because most of them, they are not educated. And me, I was educated somewhere, even though my parents died. So I have that art of helping the kids. So I'm so happy to be here. And I'm so happy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Enock, I have a question before we dig a little bit deeper to the foundation and this amazing work you guys are doing. I know that you've been 6 years when your mom passed away. You never met your dad. Yeah, most kids give up and they're living in this trauma and which has an impact on their whole life. You didn't give up. So my question to you is, what was your vision, or what drove you in these early years of 6 years not giving up? I know you're really having a hard time, and most people, especially in the Western world, can't even imagine how hard this is. But what kept you going? What was your drive?
Actually, my drive, it was not so big. My drive was that when I was starting it up, what drove me for the Push Child Foundation Uganda, I had no support at the beginning, but I had hope in the future that one day, one time, I'll get people who can help me to help these kids, to take them back to school, to help them in what to eat, or shelter, because I want to build a very big foundation, not only Uganda, East Africa, the whole world. So that drove me to, because me too, the organization where I started from, we had nothing. Actually, donors came from nowhere. They started helping us. So for me, what drove me that. And I know with God, all things are possible. I believe in God so much. So I started with nothing, but I know in the future, with the USA Global TV to be my partner, I know I'll prosper and I know I'll succeed with this organization by helping the kids.
Very good. And how long did you live on the street? How many years did you spend on the street?
5 years.
5 years. So from 6
Yes.
from 6 to 11, more or less. Okay. And then you went to an orphanage, or with another family, or what happened?
From the street, they picked me from the street. So they discovered my talent because I was good in football. I used to play defense number 2. So when we went through different tournaments, football, they said that I can play football. So from that football, there's a certain organization called Compassion Uganda. It's known by the entire world, Compassion Uganda. So they picked me, then they started helping me, school fees, even developing my talent.
Okay. And my follow-up question is, I know that you have been picked up from the street from this Compassion Uganda. Why did you say I'm not working for another foundation, I do my own one? What do you want to do differently?
Actually, in Uganda, talents, okay, people don't take talents as something like great or something important. Like if sports, like for example, football, basketball, netball, girls, golf, okay, different kinds of talents and kinds of games. So for me, what I want my kids to grow when most of them to be okay to be involved into different talents and to compete in the entire world. There are certain tournaments in the world organized by FIFA, because I know, okay, because I'm a footballer and I know about FIFA's little thing, even FIFA. So I want these kids, like there is a tournament called Watoto Ghetto Kids International. So I want my kids, if I get equipments, if I get balls, bibs, jersey, what I can train them. Because the organization is for now it's too small. So I need coaches, I need a field, I need a pitch where I can gather them, train them, because we train from a very small pitch. So for me, my aim is educating them and developing their talents. They be like Messi, Messi's from winning the World Cup. I want them to be a great sportsman in the whole world, better than the Messi. Yeah, better than maybe one can become a president of USA, president of Uganda. You never know.
Okay. Okay, so we also will share some pictures, what you send over and share with our audience. Maybe you can explain a little bit about the pictures we show. And
Yeah.
what I understand, Enoch, is that I have some friends from Kenya, and then same situation like you, parents passed away very early, and they started running, so they became famous marathon runners all over the globe. They run marathons all over, send the money home to Kenya. So I think sport is a very good option for kids to get a goal and to get out of the street, besides the education.
Yes.
Yeah. Can we show some pictures, some photos?
Yeah, so I'm getting the pictures. So while I'm getting them, I would love to hear Nicholas and Enoch. Can you talk to us about how the two of you work together? Because sometimes it's difficult, especially when we're younger, to actually find ways to be cohesive, to have the same goals and objectives. What is that like for the two of you to be working together on this?
First of all, I would say that we are friends because we met actually when we were even very, very young, and we have kept the friendship. Number two, like when I talked about structure, for me, I had an advantage in terms of education because I went up to university level and I am a graduate and I can know how to handle things in terms of structure. So that is how I come in, and that is how I give him a hand in most cases. So in most cases, like when you asked what pushes us or what pushes him to go, there is no giving up, because when you give up, there will be nothing left for tomorrow. So we have to push and push and push. So the relationship I have with him that is helping us push is that he is good with the kids. That is number one. That one, I'm very sure of it. They trust him because he has grown up with most of them. So the way those kids act and the way they behave, if you meet them for the first time, they will see you as, you will not have that relationship. They may see you as being on a very different planet, unlike him. So when he meets a child, for example, a child in need, for him, they will take him as a brother. You understand? Unlike me, if I go there, or anyone who goes there, they will just see you as someone who is an opportunity to ask for something, or an opportunity to maybe grab whatever you have and run away. But once he goes there, they have a very, very strict relationship with him. So that has helped the organization in that when he brings the confidence that they have into him, and we come up together as a team, We make meetings. We normally have meetings, small meetings, especially gatherings. They are not official, but for them, those kids, for example, on the street, they normally do it as them. You find them meeting, they know each other's names, they know where they stay, they have strategies. Those strategies are very difficult to understand, but they have strategies. Yes, they have strategies. So when they meet someone who they know and who they can trust, who has made it, who has gone through the same process as them, they trust him very much, and that is how we have managed to have this go up to this level.
Okay, so but did you ever get a training or education to start a foundation? Because I know in Austria, for example, my home country, you can study this on a university, how to found a foundation, how to organize it, how to structure it, how to raise money, stuff like that. Did you get any background training about that?
Not really. For us, what we do, we copy. We see what other people do, and we try to replicate, and we try to do something better. But the advantage for us we have is we are hands-on. We do things that are practical. We cannot promise.
Yes. The guys are frozen, I guess.
Yeah, it looks like they're frozen. We do have comments. Oh, you're back. Sorry. Let me just interrupt you for 1 second. We do have some comments. And I don't know how to say your first name.
Kabeja
Alice. May God use you to touch many lives. Enoch and Nicholas, thank you for the big heart. And also we have some other comments. I don't know who they're from. God bless you both. Prayer hands. And I'm impressed. Thank you so much for all of you out there who are engaging with us. And we do have some pictures now. So I'll let you finish what you were saying. We'll take a look at the pictures. Nicholas, are you with us?
Yes, we are back. We are back.
Okay.
We are back.
Okay. So while you're back, let's take a look at a couple of pictures and tell us what we're looking at here, please.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that's one of the great pictures for the Push a Child Foundation in Uganda. Actually, that day, my friend had a birthday. My friend had a birthday. She's called Twine. So even she's in other pictures. So that day she had a birthday. So she wanted to celebrate the birthday with those kids. Yeah. Yeah. She wanted to celebrate the birthday with those kids. So she told me, I saw the pictures on Facebook. We started up an organization. I said, yes. I said, oh, okay, that's good, nice. I have a birthday this day. So she told me that she wants to fund some soda, some rice, posho to the kids. So I had to gather them, all of them. Those are my kids. They are more than 70. Those are my kids. So even you can see the picture. Some of them, they are holding what? They are holding soda, Coke, Fanta, Pepsi. So that day it was my first donation to the kids through my friend's birthday. I cannot forget that, and I cannot forget that actually. It was my first donation to the kids. Yes.
Congratulations. How about this one?
Exactly. Those are one of the kids. Actually, yeah, there is one called Michael. This one, the brown one, she's called Rita. She's 6 years old. Those one, that picture had gone to register some of the kids, put them into my organization, Push a Child Foundation Uganda. I had to take a picture with them, some videos. Actually, this one is called Akim, the one in red, the boy, the one in red, Akim on the left. For him, he has never been educated. He doesn't know even how to speak English, even to spell the word over cow or what. He doesn't know because he has never gone to school, so he does not go to school. So actually, that picture, one of the good pictures. Those are the first kids I registered in the Push a Child Foundation Uganda. We are the first kids.
Well done. We've got some more. How about this one?
Ah, exactly. Football is my dream. Oh, yeah, that team, it's a partnership. I have a, because our organization is a community, it is in the community. So that team is called Superheroes United Sports Academy. It's the team where I grown up from, where I used to play football from when I was a kid. When I was a kid from the what? From the street. So those are one of the young children in Superheroes United Football Club, and that is one of the partnership with Push a Child Foundation Uganda and that academy called Superheroes United Sports Academy. So those are under 12. They were from the game. You see some the goalkeeper is in white stocks, the other one blue, the other one black, the other one red, the shoe and as you can see, bibs. So we had that game. They were so happy. They played football. They enjoyed football. As you can see in Uganda, we don't play artificial turf. We play from sand, soil, kafufu. It's called kafufu in Uganda language. So those are one of the kids. They play football. I train them football, and I coach them so much. Most of them they go to school, but some of them these two they are from the street. These two, the one with the band, the one with the yellow band on the head is from the street. Is called Jimmy. So they're like, I always go there to train them soccer, to play football. Okay, to give them back to what I got from the club where they are right now.
Very good, very good. Like it.
Oh, oh, that they are fishing.
Fishing.
Yes, they are fishing.
Just playing.
Actually, they were fishing. They want there are some little fish in the mud soil. It was something like a pond. They wanted to get those little fish. What do you know? How do you call them? Fingerlings. Those small fish. So they were fishing, playing in mud. Actually, I was bypassing through the community where my organization is best in. So I had to find them. I said, "Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing?" So no, for us, we are looking for what to eat. We want something to eat. But that's dangerous. You get sick, you get diseases. I said, no, for us, we are used. Actually, all of them, I helped them and they joined Push a Child Foundation Uganda. So I'm trying to develop their talents. But they were fishing. Nicholas can talk about that.
Wonderful work you're doing there. So I'd love to hear you share, what does a typical day look like at Push a Child Foundation? What are some of the things that you're doing?
On a typical day, kids do whatever they want. First of all, we know that when they wake up in the morning, in most cases, they have to go for their trainings, like running around the village, playing their games, because most of them are kids, so they play. But once it reaches around midday, that is when they have to go to get their breakfast, because right now we do not have where we can put them. They stay with their parents, or even though their parents are in the same conditions. So they get breakfast, and once they have had their breakfast, that is when we go to the games in most cases. So starting from midday, kids never get tired. When it's time to play, they can play football for the entire day. That is when they start thinking about what to have for supper in the evening. So typically, in a general day, that is what we do. Just playing games, except when we have special days, like 2 times a week or on weekends, that is when we are supposed to gather.
Yeah, actually, even like on Saturday, Sunday, we always gather them for a fellowship, because when the child grows, when he knows God, it is very, 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 very important. We gather them Saturday and Sunday for some little fellowship to tell them who God is, who created them, so that they cannot lose hope in what? In God. Yeah.
Beautiful. Thanks for sharing that. We have some more comments. The children are so innocent. I'm touched by the excitement in your voice. And
absolutely.
I agree. And it's from Maria Eduardo. Yes, Maria's here again.
Hi, Maria.
Hi. Thank you. And the reason why your name isn't showing is because I think you're in the private group for women's health and wellness. You have to give permission somehow to use your name. But what great work you're doing. So how can our audience get involved and help you?
I'm so happy to be on USA Global TV, #1 television in the whole world. But now, my organization it's now like as a company. It's not registered as NGO because to register it as NGO it is so expensive here in Uganda. It needs a lot of requirements to register it as NGO. So for now, anybody who is willing to help us, please help us, because even the Bible says that let little children come to me. Maybe God passed through Push a Child Foundation Uganda to help those kids. So for now, we can donate through the PayPal for Mr. Our ambassador. For me, I call him ambassador, Mr. Roland. I call him ambassador of Push a Child Foundation Uganda. So in a donation, you can, the PayPal is there, so you can click on it. Then you anything like Christmas package. By the even Christmas, I'm stuck. I don't know what I'm going to give them because me to my business got burnt. I had electronic business got burnt, so I'm just trying to push my business because it's where I used to get money to buy for them some food, some eats like that. So anybody who's willing to help us, you can pass through my ambassador, Mr. Ronald, or Jacqueline, or USA Global TV to help out. But please help us all over the world. Those who are watching USA Global TV, please join us. Sponsors, donors, join us. We shall be so happy. The door is open.
Yeah, and on the other hand, those people who are watching locally, we normally have, for example, those kids we have specifically those who can do dancing. They dance, they are really funny. So when they are dancing, those people who have parties, small parties, maybe you're organizing a small party, maybe you're having a crusade, maybe you're having anything to do with publicity, we can get in touch with us. We can give you a few kids to perform, to do the dancing. We have ball boys, for example, in Fufa, those people who have these local matches, we have kids who can help you and be ball boys, moving around the pitch, picking the balls once someone has kicked it outside. Because, for example, we don't have stadiums. Someone can kick the ball up to the forest. So those kids are always there around, supporting, bringing back. And in the end, they get what to eat or they get what to support the organization, and also to inspire other kids who are on the street that even if I don't have where to stay, I can get someone or I can get an organization like us, and they come and join, and they always have fun and they have hope for a better future.
Absolute shuttle. Maybe explain a little bit to the audience. This gentleman, they do an amazing job, and as ENOCK said, it's very difficult and very expensive to start an official NGO in Uganda. It costs a lot of money, and the idea was to get all the money they have is to the kids and not to do some paperwork. So as I have my own foundation, Respect Mother Earth, and I have a PayPal account, so they said, okay, they can use my PayPal account, and all the money that gets in from you gentlemen for these kids will go to Uganda directly, because one of my best friends is a German guy, and his family, his wife and his kids live in Kampala, Uganda. So he's married in Uganda, and he travels always in and out, and he will bring the money that you donate to the PayPal account. I give it to my friend, and he brings it directly to Uganda, and the kids can benefit from your charity. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Roland, for doing that. That's outstanding. And we have the link there in the chat, and I'm going to put it up again. And gentlemen, if you can just share a little bit, you started talking about it, the donations that people give, you will use them for what specifically, or how we use them?
Actually, if we get some donation like balls, some clothes, because most of the kids work when they are undressed, they don't have what to put on. So if you get like bags of clothes from certain organization or donors. So you give to those kids. Even sometimes even you get like equipments, because the foundation, its aim is to help these kids through sports, developing their talents. So like equipments like balls, cones, bibs, jersey, we use them for them to play football, some of them netball, even some other games. If we have a lot of equipments, some of them they don't have even where to sleep. So if we get like some mattresses, some even other things, mattress, we can help them to give to the kids, and they get where to sleep.
So, gentlemen, if people would like to actually donate clothing or mattresses, are you able to share an address where people could send these things in addition to donating money if they want to donate items?
Yes.
Perfect.
Maybe Jacalyn, we can do it live, or we can also do it later on the recordings on YouTube or on Facebook, and then in the comments I can put in the address and everything.
Excellent.
And
Yeah, that's a great idea.
And I can put in this long link so people click on it, and then it opens a window from Respect Mother Earth, and you can choose the amount you wanna spend and donate, and everything is automaticized, and we put the address and everything on. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was thinking also it might be nice to have people donate books for the children to read.
Yeah, for education books.
So we'll do that for everyone in the audience. We'll update this broadcast with specific information about how you can send things or you can donate money in addition to this link here.
Absolutely.
Gentlemen, I'm also wondering, it's the holiday season, and of course, children everywhere are thinking about Santa Claus and thinking about toys and gifts. What are some of the things that you're able to do to help the children? Obviously, you talked about faith and worship and fellowship. What else are you able to share with them over the holiday season?
We currently have an invitation at Watoto Church where we are going to, Watoto Church normally does, it is called Christmas Cantata, whereby they make plays, you understand, to depict the entire Christmas season, the story, Jesus Christ, what he went through. So we are having an opportunity that we are going to take some of them to see a play and be part of it.
Yeah, even there is a very big tournament in Uganda. It's always there towards the Christmas. So it is called Watoto wa Soccer Tournament. Watoto wa Soccer Tournament. Even it's known by FIFA, one of the biggest tournaments for kids in Uganda, East Africa, African, all over the world. So
while we're waiting for them, we do have.
I'm back.
Oh, you're back. Okay. Thank you. I think it's Maria. Thank you, Maria. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry. You were talking about the play.
Yeah, the Watoto wa Soccer camp. So all kids and all foundations, they gather and they play a tournament, a football tournament organized by Watoto wa Soccer football tournament. So we have been in that tournament for 2 years. Last year, we managed to reach the quarterfinals. So this year, we are trying our level best to make sure that at least we join that tournament, because we are together with one of the academies we are going up from, the Super Heroes United Sports Academy. So we are trying to make sure at least we join that tournament for them, at least to end the year in a very fantastic way, enjoyable way. So we want to join the tournament, and if you win it, we can get some money, some donation like balls. If you win, if you reach on semi-final, you get jerseys, cones, bibs. Yeah, you never know. Ma'am Jacalyn, you will see us praying. Shall send you some clips. Maybe you can join where you are. Plus,
And they normally take up the best players. They
Yeah.
take up the best players.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it is an opportunity for them, the kids, to also showcase what they have in terms of football.
Yeah, in terms of football.
Yeah, absolutely. Do send us some pictures. We would love that. And really appreciate the work that you're doing and the enthusiasm and the passion that you have for doing something that's so important, changing children's lives. So thank you so much for doing that. And I will be sending a case of books. So I just need to know where to be sending the books that I wrote. So I'd be more than happy to do that if I just get the address, but we'll worry about that later. So I'd like to encourage everyone, especially during this holiday season, to reach out and help these gentlemen and their foundation, Push a Child Foundation Uganda. Email address, pushchild, PUSHCHILD 21 @gmail.com, or you can actually phone. The number is 256-7020-84577. I think we have another comment, and it's from Maria. Keep pushing, gentlemen. Great job, and be encouraged. And thank you, Maria, for engaging with us. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, gentlemen, for being here. We look forward to having you back on another show in the future, and keep up the great work.
Thank you.
Yeah, guys, and it's an honor to be your ambassador here in Europe. It's really an honor to support you guys. All the best, and we talk soon.
Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you, Roland, for the work you're doing. You're always out there helping other people. I really respect that and admire that. How can people get in touch with you, Roland?
Yeah. Before I talk about myself, just a short explanation. As I said, I give my PayPal account that the guys can use, and then we bring the money there. As it is the PayPal account of my foundation, Respect Mother Earth. As I said before, you can choose the amount or another amount, whatever fits for you. And you can also choose where you're donating it. So please, there are many buttons. It's about environment, it's about ocean, the sea, and so on. Please click the button education. Okay, and then we know this is the money for Push Child Foundation. And thanks for that, and thanks for your support. Yeah, how to reach out myself? I mean, if you want to get in contact with me, I will say go to I call it my main website, because I have many websites. I'm running many businesses, many organizations. It's my name, roland.friedl.com. I will spell for you guys. It's rolandfriedl.com. Or yeah, Roland Friedl, rolandfriedl.com. And there you find different links. It's in German and in English, this website. And you will also find a contact form. And yeah, I love to carry. It's all about caring and sharing and connect with people. And that's what I do on my trip here. Actually, yesterday I met an amazing community, people from Persia, from Iran, from Sweden, from Australia, from Germany, from different countries in the world came together the last 2 years when I went with my friend John. And I just love these gatherings together and learn from each other and share experience and knowledge. That's all about it. And yeah, get in contact with me and let's see what's going to happen. Thank you so much. And as I said, we will do on the Facebook in the comment side, and also later for the recording on YouTube, the shipping address of this guys of Push Child Foundation. And we also put in the link for the donation. Thank you so much. And thank you, JACALYN, for the opportunity to bring these guys here on the show, because I really love to support them.
Thank you, Roland. My kudos right back to you. So I appreciate it. All right. Tell John we said hi, and we want to see him back on the platform sometime soon as well.
I will let him know. Yes, I will let him know. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. And thanks to each and every one of you. And thank you to everyone who follows and comments. It really does make a difference. I know you're out there. I see you. Sometimes I don't get to acknowledge you because I'm back-to-back shows, but I really do know the people who are so loyal to us from all across the world. It is such an incredible gift. And many times when I'm here behind the screen hour after hour after hour in the darkness, except for these lights, my heart is full. I am just so happy and blessed to know that there there are people like you out there who are supporting our work and who are sharing the work that you're doing. We're all about education, entertainment, hope, and inspiration. That's our last show for today. We'll be back again tomorrow. Please do reach out to the team members that we have here and to our guests. That's why they're here. They want to hear from you. They want to connect with you. And that's what I'm all about, collaboration. It warms my heart when I find out that somebody who is a team member here or someone who's been a guest, they've connected and now they're doing something together. It's all about caring and sharing, as Roland said. So thank you again. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. If you're on our YouTube channel, please go ahead and subscribe. Just click that subscribe. And I'd love to have you as part of our family. If you'd like to share your story and be interviewed, please go over to our website, usaglobaltv.com. Happy holidays to all of you. A quick message. We did have a show yesterday that was so hilarious. It was our Spelling Bee show. If you missed it, we've had 2 Spelling Bee shows with 2 people who profess to be excellent spellers. I have no comment about that, but we did have a lot of fun. So just go over to the YouTube channel, look for the Spelling Bee. It's all in good fun education. Thank you again. And finally, I couldn't leave without saying, please go over to Amazon and purchase our books, The Amazing Adventures of Lady Ella, the Listening Mentor, Lady Ella's ABCs of Listening. We already have the 3rd and 4th book coming out of our 7-book series, all about teaching children how to listen at elevated levels. And I am very happy that I will be able to send these books over to Uganda, to the Push a Child Foundation, and hopefully bring some smiles to their faces. All right. Thank you again. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye.